mobility that Doomfist affords you. If you can find a pick, fantastic. If you can't, you got to get out of dodge. And right now, New York are getting sent back to spawn. Flower trying to do the best he could there, but he just couldn't quite find the opening for these heroes as well. So you need the explosiveness of the Doomfist to just pace somebody up against the wall and to soften them up, let the Reaper move in and start getting some damage in as well close quarters. So Guard using the Meteor Strike to get out of dodge himself. But Flower's gonna open things up here. Born under you. Nice! Spitting Flux thrown in here by Gesture. Maybe enough to turn it around if he can get the kill on Jonak. This could be big!
Still back and forth right now. New York is still in it. They've got the player advantage. 4v2 on the point. Actually, 4v1. It is just Gesture. He will be cleaned up.
So 54% on the board for London Spitfire, and the New York Excel continue to close the gap. Meteor Strike used aggressively here from Flower, and Saviobi comboing with it. It's gonna be enough. Profit trying to turn it around, but only 2 alive left here for the London Spitfire, and it won't be for long. Now, as soon as London Spitfire tries to commit, it's going to be answered with a hail of bullets. Point blank, Mono just trying to feed him that gun. But he's got the bomb goes down as well, so it's terrific damage getting used, and a very quick fight here from London. I like to see that. Once you're in, you gotta be able to cut through him, Guard, do the best you can to get onto the point. He's not going to survive it. Picked by Meko in the end. SBB just pumping bird shot into him. Is it bird shot or a buckshot? Is it one bird shot and then a buckshot and the bird shot and a buckshot and a buckshot and a buckshot? I think that's how it goes, right, Hex? They've already got right now. Just take Orisa apart for parts if you need it. All right. New York's Excel, it's just a straight up fight, and Guard once again will start it off with a kill on SBB, who just was a second too late there, wrong place, wrong time, and Guard is going on a spree. When you get the Doomfist feeling himself, man, he is going to roll right on through. And right now, just looking to capitalize on this. London Spitfire still in control, and we get the Flux thrown in. No kill off the back of it, though. The support is solid here on the side of New York Excel. They're able to weather the storm, and that opens it up here. Mono now takes down Fury. No barrier, or one of the barriers at least, gone here for London Spitfire, and it's going to spin out of control just like that. The New York Excel beating up on London. We'll get that flip. Yeah, and you can see the Flux there used. Drops him in. Quartermain gets splattered immediately. And that's right off of the sound barrier as well. So frustrating for London Spitfire. He was at 98% when he died. Might have been able to make all the difference had they had that ultimate in this fight. Instead, they're trying to plow on through London, putting up a more of a fight, and New York are the ones who are making mistakes now.
Yeah, early Coalescence answered by a better and later Coalescence. The Blossom doesn't always find value. Yesterday was a bit of an anomaly in that area. But London will use that Blossom to secure the fight.
Sick work from London.
New York's just trying to stall for percentage.
Yep. They will get caught, and they will... Nope, never mind. SBB shows up. Hey, guys, how's it going? Still, New York. It's going to be Flower to kick things off. Gesture has to turn it around, has to find some value, but he dodges the damage. Quick work there from Jonak, getting out of harm's way, and that opens it up for SBB to gut Gesture. Right on back into the thick of things now, and the London Spitfire are dropping. New York Excel will not let him go any further than that.
That's a disaster, too. They committed beat to that fight. Quartermain dropped the sound barrier, unable to get the fight win, and now they're not going to have it, whereas Animo is getting up to his sound barrier.
Jonak is going to be the one to kick it off. Do they get a kill quick here for Notion? No. He will have the coalescence of his own. He will counter out the damage that Jonak is dealing, but he just can't handle it when Flower's there. That's the explosive potential of a Doomfist. You can just blow you up at a moment's notice. And New York Excel very comfortably in the lead. Who was that drawing the point? Oh, it looked like it was Gesture, but one less place to hide behind here. Now you're really going to be counting on Fury to provide protection. Flower trying to zone Fury out, and that leaves Quartermain vulnerable, and the pressure on Fury is just too much. Flower solos him. That's it. Done. No tank left here for London. It's looking fantastic for the New York Excel. It's looking like they'll pick up the first map of the series.
The moment they noticed that there wasn't going to be a Sigma on the field and tracking ults as well, they dropped the barrier to make sure that everybody has extra health. They go, they take the fight to them, and NYXL takes map 1, perhaps silencing the doubters a little bit, but historically, London's not been good on control maps.
True. Maybe he's going to be able to force them to pay attention to 2 angles at once, but that's why they have 2 shields. Hex. Still, Guard is going to find the kill.
That's amazing. He gets both of the damage dealers for NYXL. This fight, for all intents and purposes, is over. Say Biobi's going to switch out of the McCree. You have to. Yeah. You have to respect it.
Sick work.
Although London might just switch off of this far now.
They might.
It's possible.
Freeze.
Well, I mean, and now it's a great counter because what's Biobi going to do against this?
Not a whole lot, Hex. And, well, you're going to have these shields, but shields, as we all know, do not last long against baskets.
Biobi just gets Bidoshin.
Okay, then. SBB moving in, making plays. We got Quartermain. Comes with one of his own as well. Livro just goes chunking right on through, and that is exactly not how things are supposed to go for Spitfire. Yeah, there it is. Just going to use it. That was solid, but then the sound Sound barrier's there to mitigate the damage. With the barrier, that means that New York Excel will survive the pressure here for now at least. Mono dropping low, Meko as well, seeing some pressure given. But Jester still trying to make the plays here for his team. Doesn't connect a round with face, unfortunately for him, and now it's the London Spitfire a little bit on the back foot, despite the fact that they have a supercharger.
Trying to push around the corner here. There's a big flank here from Prophet. Gets Mono. Huge.
Mono gone, but Jester instantly traded. Jester's going to spawn right there, though, so you're right. The Orisa going down is going to make it difficult for New York. Does Prophet get the res off? He does not. Libero ejects him.
Trying to get the teleport back onto safe ground. Not going to happen there. London's still making some slow push here. The Coalescence going to help out a ton.
But they're going to get some ults online now. And Jonak with the Coalescence. Yep. Going to throw it out there immediately. Sound barrier used by Quartermain. That's going to open it up here for Meko. If he wants, he can get the flux down, and that is really going to make it difficult here for the Spitfires to live through that damage. And sure enough, he manages to snag one, going to splatter guard, or guard gets picked, and then Jester finds the next. So this is going to be the London Spitfire getting rebuffed.
Good trades, but of note, NYXL had to use their flux there. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Jester has his flux, and Animo nowhere near that sound barrier. We would like to get some kills off of this sound barrier usage.
Oh, Prophet, there it is, the value! Exactly what London needed right when they needed it most. We're down to 35 seconds on the clock. They're going for the home stretch now. Like before, and now do they have anybody to challenge? Jonak has to go in. 3 alive here for the New York Excel, but there isn't a whole lot to do, and they cannot get bodies to actually block the point. No challenge. Oh, surprise Bastion. I like this play here from New York Excel. You got Libero who's going to be up there with the Rockets, and then you got a Bastion to worry about on the front line. Going to be a bit of a spicy high ground here for the London Spitfire to hold on to. That is, unless we do have Prophet just connecting rockets directly. That's going to put Libero under pressure, and Libero just eating rockets right now, left and right.
Has a huge anti-nade, but everyone heals up right now, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get a lot of pressure here to put London exactly in this corner so that Libero can nail rockets, but it's a really nice air battle in the sky for Prophet. He's keeping Libero at bay.
And how frustrating is this right now, though, if he's trying to keep these shields up on the defense. You got nowhere to go. SVP's just going to be melting him, and he's doing exactly that. He's putting Jester in a bit of a tight spot up here. But at some point, the New York Excel are going to have to go, and it looks like now's the time. They've decided. SVP out in the open, can spot him exactly. Quartermain dies instantly. SVP going to go ahead and gun down guard as well. And, well, sure, okay, Prophet, you can lob rockets at me. That's fine. I'm just going to get a whole bunch of ult charge off of that. No problem at all.
Got to be a little bit careful. SPB wants to rotate around and take away the high ground, but this fight is already going in on NOXL's favor. However, Prophet has found... Prophet had Batiste dead to rights, and he gets an assist from Meko on the ground to save his life.
Hey, Rock's hurt. Rock's hurt. This is gonna alive. Hey, Gesture gets blown out by Libero. There's the barrage, a double from on high. Libero with the clever plays, the clever positioning. It pays off wonderfully, and the London Spitfire are not going to be able to do what the New York Excel did on the defense. They are not going to be able to waste New York's time over here by the spawn. They go rolling right on through. There's Fury. Fury gets blown up immediately. What a shocker. Libero's there as well. Totally one-sided, absolute, utter destruction here. The New York Excel are just pasting the London Spitfire. And that's a second point. Oh, yeah. And now we're going to get the Wick of Pain going in as well. That's what it is. Just melts them. Prophet finally able to remove it, but you've still got Jonak and Mono and everybody else here for the New York Excel who are just more than happy to do damage.
You can also resurrect this too. They do have Animo. Animo's going to respect Jonak instead.
Interesting. But now without SBV there, I mean, you'll have the Lantern now as well for this following push, because London Spitfire aren't going to wait around for long. They are going to get in here and try and look for the fight. So, point blank, barrage, yep, Libero, instant gut on 1, 2, looking for a third, not quite going to find it, but he did his job. Now for the rest of the team, Soundbarrier thrown in here by Quartermain, just trying to keep his team alive. They're getting desperate. There's the tank mode, and there are the shots, connecting rockets with faces. SBB just going to barrel on through. No worries here for the New York Excel. They're looking fantastic on the offense of Nubani.
About as one-sided as it gets, and that is an ambitious strike from guard. NYXL finishes with 405 in their bank. That's not how it works.
More orb just agreed with Jonak. Taking the Franklin away, and this is going straight on in. Jester trying to get in here to absorb some damage, but that is not happening. He's getting frozen, and they're getting sent back to spawn. In a way, this is playing out the way you predicted it, though, Hex. Get in there, take a fight fast. If it doesn't go your way, you'll get a second bite.
No!
Just get onto it and
walled off.
touch it in the middle in the second, but it is Gesture cut off with the rest of his team. Frozen. Coalescence used here by Jonak as well. He's going to be keeping everybody healthy on the side of New York Excel, or at least he's trying to. Profit guns down Mono and a hail of buckshot, it looked like. But the London Spitfire is just not enough here for them. Profit doing the best he can to fight back. He is the man making it happen for the London Spitfire, but that's where his road ends. He's sent back to spawn. Notion gonna die here as well, certainly. Oh, he barely gets out, saved in the nick of time. Great support there from the backline of London, keeping their healers up, but there isn't a whole lot left here. Blizzard now thrown in by Libero. Sound barrier used by New York Excel, and it is going to be the New York Excel cleaning up this push.
You would think, I mean, Badoshan staying alive against all odds. They're trying to get kills in here. Doomfist can roll through a team. Not gonna happen this time, though.
Melt shields, get a little bit, just a game of steps here. You move a little bit forward each time. Now there's another shield that leads, and it's not gonna last for long. SBB, so long as he stays alive. Great timing with the lantern there from Jonak, keeping him healthy. And this is looking really good now for the New York Excel. Guard gone means that explosive damage is no longer there for the London Spitfire, but Gesture still manages to take SBB.
It's a huge stun. They're trying to get in position to resurrect this. They do get up top. They get the res on.
They get the res off. Echo, Mono, Animo working together, and that is SBB back in the mix. Gesture not expecting to go down in a hail of bullets. It is a painful experience for him. And now they're just trying to stall out on the side of London, but it will not be for long. And the New York Excel will extend their lead by a map 2-0. It looks like Fury finally decided now's the time to go ahead and commit to this point. Oh, again, clever TP work coming through here. Libero setting up the plays here for the New York Excel. Just pulled a fast one on Profit.
Oh, Profit finally gets Libero. That's going to really hinder the mobility of Sabiobi. Gotta be careful now.
They're doing such a good job. Look at this. Minute and a half has been burnt off the clock already here, and New York Excel haven't dropped anybody just yet. The lantern goes down, keeps everybody alive. That was the window thrown in by Windows. SBB connects. Rocket point blank doing the damage.
Enormous kill. They're going to be able to resurrect this, though. Really nice positioning here for Quatermain as he wraps around the squad. Fury just donates the hamster life.
Yeah, and it's looking like they may go for a change of strategy here because Profit, he just throws that barrage in, hoping against hope. Animo's going to have a long run back in. Echo eventually gets beaten to death by Gesture.
London will pick it up. 4 minutes on the clock now on Temple of Nubis to capture second point. And a bevy of ultimates for the London Spitfire.
It's inside enough time to crack it. This is what Sigma was designed for. The whole point, his raison d'etre was to break bunkers. So you get the flux thrown in. That's going to just chunk SBB, but SBB is going to be able to get back into this quick, and he's going for the Tracer Hex. So we get the Reaper back in. There's the flux.
That's a weird flux, but okay.
There it is. There it is. Patience plays off. Holds him out in the open as well. Nowhere to hide. Gesture rock to the face. Never pleasant. He's going to go down here in a moment. Clever play coming in from Mecco. True mastery, it seems, from the hero. He is looking so good on Sigma. This is just the defensive setup. But we're at a minute 40 on the clock now for London Spitfire, so it's time to get in here and time to do some damage. Jonak knows it's coming, gets the coalescence out, and they get blown up immediately, London, and now more staggers. It's just terrible. Doshin, he goes down. Just gonna try and wait for them to push onto the point and blow somebody up, or it cuts right through him. That's gonna put some pressure here. Doshin's still going to pick up a kill on SBB, but the Meteor Strike getting used aggressively. The Holtz to help out as well. Nice attempt at some coordination there. Mono trying to work with his teammate. It wasn't quite enough that time. And now the flux thrown in here by Gesture. This should be the end. Echo gone, and, well, New York Excel now. They're on the back foot.
That's the ace you're looking for. Sabiobi's back in it, but only momentarily, as Profit is cleaning up the points, getting some pressure out here now. NYXL can get some bodies on here, but maybe they don't.
No, not in time, not in time. You even had to change up from Echo. He went for the hamster, but he wasn't able to roll his way onto that point fast enough. He's so clever, right across the open ground, no worries there. Oh, you guys want to hang out up there? Do you want to have shields too? This is not going to happen because SBB's going to be here to melt them instantly, immediately. Well, they try to crash in here, London Spitfire. They try to push, trying to shut him down, but it's guard. This is a wipeout. It's a total backfire. It's a disaster for the London Spitfire.
Sabiobi gets rocked, but that's no problem. He's just going to go with the back line.
But now there's the window! Can he do the damage? Chester trying to be the hero, trying to slam him. Not going to happen, though. The lantern's down. Nobody dies on the side of New York Excel, and now they're in the back line. They've cut off the London Spitfire from spawn. You got nowhere to hide, and they're setting themselves up for a brilliant offense here on the side of the New York Excel.
There comes the tank, trying to finish it out.
Oh, this is a thing of beauty. It doesn't get any better than this. New York Excel, some clever play. Inspired. Such a joy to see here for the New York Excels really turn it around and smash the London Spitfire as quick as it gets, Hex. 5 minutes 37 in the bank for the New York Excel. Coming up with 2 kills. Turns out that Guard, he can play damage after all. He just needed to be on Hanzo.
This one's not quite over yet, but now it is. Cleanup kills for London, and Guard finally makes his name be known here after running a Doomfist into the Bastion, like running your head into a brick wall for so many times. He picks it up on the Hanzo.
That is exactly what Guard needed to do here. The damage has been kind of suffering here on the side, a little bit low on the side of London Spitfire.
It's critical. Libero, if he gets one of those kills in the backline, probably swings that fight. Last attempt for London.
Let's see, they've got to win it outright. Dosha with the trance, just trying to bury his team onto the point. Nice dragons as well into the back line there. Making things awkward for the New York Excel. 1 tick and change here for the London Spitfire so far, but the Coalesce is getting thrown in. Instantly stunned, pinned with the rock. Now Libero's into the mix. He's going to take Porterbane out. Libero looking for more as well. Yep, Guard is gone, and the rest of London Spitfire follows suit. The New York Excel will halt the London Spitfire here. 60.3% progress on the second point. There's overlapping barriers. They're overlapping barriers and hoping to cut somebody off, and the London Spitfire are trying to run in here, and there's the Maywall. They're caught on the wrong side of it. Fury and Gesture getting pasted, and again, it works perfectly for the New York Excel. The London Spitfire, they just threw themselves into a blender. Some decent support there, he survives it, but that was definitely close. Prophet gets blown up already, and Gesture once again knocked up into the air, and they may not even need anything here for the New York Excel. Jonak with the Coalescence takes down Fury, and the London Spitfire, they just don't have any ults. There's no way for them to answer apart from getting it done the old-fashioned way. This is all just going to be about staggering, and it's just not even going to happen. It's not even going to happen. The New York Excelsior, 3-0 lead over our defending 2018 champions. This is big. This is big. No res possible here for London Spitfire. They're down their main damage dealer. Now SBB just going to go ahead and casually get some hacks off. That's going to make life more difficult for Gesture, who will get overwhelmed here. Gesture barely hanging on, but this is just putting the London Spitfire so far behind in the fight. There's no way for them to come back into this, surely. It's got to be done.
They're all very, very low. It should just be the cleanup now, but they do still have some healers out there. London's not out of this one just up. The healing is so strong.
Oh, yeah. Dosha with the Coalescence, perfectly timed. Meko, nowhere to hide behind you. You got that shield, sure thing, but the beam cuts right through it. And they are all over the place right now. The New York Excel, you were thinking this was going to be a lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels.
Someone killed Badoshan. Thank you. He was just sitting on the cart. I have nothing against Badoshan personally, but he was at about 10 HP just chilling on the cart.
Now, we just got a randomly teleporting flower. He's there on the payload. Are we actually going to get set sail here? It looks like it. Oh! You're 100% right, except that now we're getting more subtlety here from SPB. It used to be that he would just use the Translocator to throw this in and get the EMP rolling. Instead, it's going to be Flower mowing him down in droves. And he goes for the EMP. He's out of dodge. SPB is just setting it up now, and we will get a May who is promptly going to get gunned down. And a first point picked up here for New York Excel. Took him a little longer than expected.
Right now, though, NYXL moving forward. Hey, comfort is key. Blizzard goes off on the point for London.
Oh, well, there we go. Flower. He's a frozen. He's a gone. Cold frost.
There's a possibility for a resurrection here, though. Ooh, I don't know if you even go for it now. Prophet putting a team on his back.
Oh, no, Gesture, yeah, he will mow him down, and it is just a hard reset here for New York Excel. Oh, that was so cool, though. He just had guard, and then they can push through. The barriers are going to survive. It's not a problem, and now it's the edge for Flower to go ahead and start mowing him down. That's everything is about, when it comes to this Bastion on Bastion with barriers, it's about getting your Bastion just that extra little bit more time to melt shields. You got the advantage in that. You can barrel through on the defense. Look at this now, New York Excel, they're going to get reestablished here on the payload.
Really smart, quick play there by Flower to take down the Immortality field first. Prophet will fall second. Prophet was the reason they won that first fight. Now he's out of it.
Like, this is going to be real fun. Yep, catches them all. I don't think that he managed to catch guard. I think guard, no, he did barely manage to catch guard. Prophet will be able to get the Blizzard off, though, and they will stabilize despite it all. London Spitfire putting up more of a fight here on Gibraltar. Now knocked out of position, New York Excel on the low ground. And there, the window pane could make all the difference because this is really going to ramp up the damage here for Flower. He can now start melting completely these barriers. There's nothing that can really stand in his way. And if you get caught for even an instant, you are going to be gone. SPB takes down guard with the help of his team. And now there's an opening here for the New York Excel. Could be big damage coming through with the flux though, but they barely hang in. No, Flower gone. That quote-unquote Nano survived, though. Somebody gotta get rid of the lantern. You gotta get rid of the lantern.
They were so low until they got to the immortality field, but another blizzard comes out.
And another EMP over the top, but there's no way to capitalize. Half the team is frozen. Half the team is frozen. Prophet is a madman. The music, Mono's on there, so we will get the overtime wick, but Mono instantly frozen in place, and Prophet just beams him down, and now it's on New York Excel. Can they make it happen here? Echo with the D-Matrix. It's not going to last long getting Team X, and this is going to be a hard hold here for the London Spitfire. They allowed 1 point, but this is as far as the payload will go, and we'll have to see what the New York Excel are capable of on the defense. Valuable time getting burnt off the clock. 2.5 minutes left on the clock here. Goshen decides now's the time to go with the window is in. But we get that lantern down here on the side of New York Excel. Animo doing the best he can to keep his team up, and so far it is working. They couldn't quite get the angle on the lantern, and so it survived forever. Jonak decides now's the time to go for a coalescence.
Quartermain also ended up using Valkyrie in that fight. That's a lot of healing and a lot of mobility down for the Mercy, so a resurrection going to be infinitely more difficult.
Well, let's see it. Maywall is down, and this is going to try and make it so that the Bastions work together. Mako do the best he can to absorb that damage, and he does get a whole lot of barrier energy off of that as well. And now you change up the angle, you try and work around these barriers. Lux is thrown in, but the lantern, it's gone in the nick of time. Not going to be able to capitalize with any real damage. And London Spitfire now making a little bit of progress.
Yobi died early in that fight, so they don't have their main source of damage out. Huge halt.
Oh, and they're just going to barely squeak it at the end, Hanks. They barely managed to make it happen. Minute on the clock, last second contest coming through from New York, but that will be it. You don't just clean sweep the defending champs, Hanks.
No. Let that be known, no one defeats London 4 maps in a row in the playoffs of 2019.
Yeah, Blizzard is on there just to guarantee it. Meko trying to contest, and it's just not happening for the New York Excel. It will be the London Spitfire putting a map on the board. New York Excel. Is there a way for Prophet to dive in here?
He's gonna try.
Clever, and he gets knocked out. Perfect reaction there from New York Excel. Animo ready with the boot. Knocks Prophet onto the low ground. All you're gonna get to do is just shoot at shields now, and that's Jodonak finding the first. Mono, though, going down, may throw things out of loop here for the New York Excel.
Well, London's gonna take the first point because there's no pressure on the point, but I think NYXL are fine with it as they pick up a couple of kills every turn.
You just have nowhere to go if you've got this kind of pressure going at you right now, SBB. Oh, is that a shield? It's going to last all of 2 seconds, and then you're going to die. But it's Guard who will fall to a Lucio of all heroes. And well, those are the next to go. So New York Excel just looking excellent here on the defense. They aren't really making any mistakes for the London Spitfire to take advantage of. And he's holding on to it, waiting for the real pressure. Yep, sure enough, there it is. It's Prophet going for the barrage. What's waiting for you? The lantern from Jonak keeping his team up. Prophet blown up, and Guard does take Limbro. That's some damage down, and he gets the follow-up on Sivyobi. Yep, Sivyobi going down next.
Gesture gets a couple of kills, and now New York is probably out of this fight. They're trying to drain ultimates out of the London Spitfire. They're already at 99%, so a single fight away when this one finally concludes, which it does seem like it will do just about now.
Meko has been excelling on Sigma all day long, and yep, there you go. You want to go for no? I think not. Stunned into it, and he is still going to make it work, but the healing now is going to go through the roof for the New York Excel, and Meko decides it's his turn to play. Libero takes down Gesture to start off this fight. Fury gets blown up. 2 quick kills there for the New York Excel, and the London Spitfire sent packing back to spawn. Nice Dragon, bringing him a little bit low, and we could have a res. Yep, a res goes off on Gesture. He's instantly focused down, though. No chance there. And this is the London Spitfire on the back foot.
London only has 2 players alive now, and there is against a whole bunch of NYXL 4v2. Guard has to have the best Hanzo moment of his life. Not gonna happen.
Not going to happen. Meko just looked at. It's not going to help things with Jonak out of the picture. There's a lot of healing on, and yes, this is the London Spitfire fighting back. They are going to be able to pick up first control here. Lest New York Excel come with some magical plays. Always possible, obviously, with the caliber play on the New York Excel. Let's see. Blocks is thrown in. Misses, whipped completely from Gesture. Guard makes up for it with the kill on SBB. And that's unfortunate. We've got everything getting thrown in here by London. In fact, Prophet's got the barrage. He's going to throw that in too. Why not? 2 kills there. Jonak evens it up with a kill on him, but it is still the London Spitfire with the man advantage on the point, and they will eventually win out, but they pretty much had to use everything in order to do it. This is something we see very often here with the Doomfist. Yep, surprise, fist to the face, and he gets stunned. Meteor Strike, though, the focus fire just a little off, but there are still 2 kills coming through here for the New York Excel.
They probably just want more time. It's one of the more difficult points to be able to completely take back over just based on its area.
Oh, this is super solid. Yeah, it is going to be an opportunity here for London. Oh, Jester can't quite sneak away. Animo, murderous assassin that he is, hunts him. He's already had the shift out, so he's going to be vulnerable. There's a chance here. Yep, there's boost. Nice deletion of some of that damage from Meko, trying to cover his team. It still doesn't save SBB, but then Animo comes through with the kill on Doshin. And Libero sets it up as well. Too quick, we're trading back and forth, but now it's going to be Meko making the difference, and Fury's going to get beamed down in his own right. He is not going to survive. And the New York Excel, looking like they've done it, Hex. They will win versus the London Spitfire 4-1 in this playoff match.
Similar Hex, thank you very much, everybody. Give it up for Captain Sebelby and NYXL. Amazing job today. You guys have completely dominated London Spitfire. And honestly, in my personal perspective, you guys look like a totally different team compared to last stage. Now, Sebelby, how'd you guys prepare for the playoffs? 일단 오늘 승리 너무나 축하드리고요, 세별비 선수. 오늘 경기를 보니까 확실히 뉴욕이 굉장히 많이 준비를 한 것 같아요. 하지만 세별비 선수가 보셨을 때 플레이오프를 위해서 팀이 좀 어떻게 준비를 하셨나요?
일단은 플레이오프를 위해서 좀 많이 색다르게 준비한 것 같아요. 다른 팀들이랑 다른 방향을 걸었고 그 길을 지금 걸었는데 되게 잘 통하는 것 같아서 이번 경기도 그렇게 해서 이긴 것 같습니다.
We definitely have spent a lot of time preparing for the playoffs. We took the playoffs in a sort of a different way compared to the other teams. We have practiced a lot of different compositions, different strategies, and I feel like that's how we won today's game against London Spitfire. Now, again, congratulations, and next match is going to be San Francisco Shock versus the Atlanta Reign. And the winner from that match will be facing off against the NYXL during the semifinals. Sebelby, who do you think is going to move up and play against you guys? 자, 다음 경기인 샌프란시스코 샷과 또 아틀란타 레인 경기가 있는데 그 둘 중에서 이긴 팀이 이제 뉴욕과의 경기가 있습니다. 세별비 선수가 보셨을 때는 어떤 팀이 올라와서 뉴욕과 경쟁을 할 것 같으신가요?
지금 이제 뒤에서 경기를 하고 있는데 저는 쇼크 팀이 이겨서 이제 4강에서 우리랑 붙을 것 같아요. 미안하지만 네.
I'm really sorry to say this. They are getting set up right now, both teams, but I personally believe San Francisco Shock is going to take it and move up and play in the semifinals. All right, Sebelby, thank you so much. Now moving on, we have the special jersey signing moment. Toss it. Thank you. Let me just show this to the camera real quick. Right here, and our lucky winner is going to be receiving this jersey signed by Sebelby. Congratulations, Sebelby. 포옹 한 번만 해주세요. Hug time, yeah!